That was so loud, dude. That hurt my fucking ears.
I lost traction, bro. I fucking lost traction.
That was so
first
loud.
time ever.
So I had a speech today, and I shouted out my YouTube channel. So if there's any of you guys watching, shout out to you guys. You guys are terrifying. The guy was staring at me. You guys are terrifying though if you're in my speech class, because you guys just stare at me when I was talking. But shout out for subscribing. Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to talk about an interesting topic. What is it, Ivan?
Dyno tune versus handle tunes or email tunes.
Yeah, so I think this is like an interesting topic because I have an email tune. If you're new to the channel, I have an email tune from MPT, More Power Tuning. And Ivan here has a dyno tune from a local shop here where we live. And he dynoed at, what, 320?
Yeah, 320 and 300 torque.
320 wheel horsepower and 300 wheel torque. So right now we're in his Thunderbird Mustang. And it's kind of weird because people are always staring at it because how different it looks. So one, we're recording ourselves, so people are already looking at us, and then we're in a car that stands out, so that's pretty cool. So we're not really going to be talking like numbers, the difference between an email tune and dyno tune, like the horsepower numbers, because I'm just going to straight up tell you a dyno tune 7 days a week will give you more horsepower than an email tune, and that's just the way it's always going to be. But what we are going to talk about is our experience with the dyno tune and the email tune, because I've actually driven his car, and it's actually like a real big difference between the two. The power is somewhat similar, but the drivability is what is the big difference. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it, Ivan. I'm just going to say it. We're about to get roasted, but both of our cars are automatic. Okay, so this is kind of like a fair comparison, because they're both auto. Different, are they different transmissions from the different years?
You have an MT82.
Are they both MT?
And I have a 6R80.
Oh, so they're different transmissions?
Yeah, they're different.
Oh, okay. But it's still somewhat fair because they're both auto. In my opinion, I think a dyno tune would be better for a manual car, because an email tune really focuses on like the shift points. Like MPT really focused on how aggressive the shifts are, which kind of gives like a big advantage when you're trying to drive aggressively. And a dyno tune, Ivan's car, do you have aggressive shifts, dude?
Not really that aggressive as yours. I wish.
Cause on my car, if it makes any sense, when you shift, the car kind of like lurches forward, like kind of like a manual car, like gives you that manual feel. But in Ivan's, it doesn't really do that, because the dyno tuner doesn't really focus on that. They focus on giving them the most horsepower possible. So another main difference between an email tune company and a dyno tune company is that these email tune companies, they will literally go out and buy different aftermarket parts, like pretty much every cold air intake, every exhaust system you can get, and they'll mix and match and get all different sorts of numbers. So that way when you email them the mods you have, they can give you almost an exact tune that they have for that car.
And well, basically the dyno tune, they don't have it all dialed in already. So an email tune, it's specifically for that car. So you're already like, let's say MPT, it's for basically Mustangs, or do they do anything else?
I think F-150s and EcoBoost. Well, yeah.
Like well, yeah, that's basically already dialed in for Mustangs. They'll get every piece for it, like a cold air intake, like you said, and everything. But a dyno tune, you have to actually buy the credit, take it there, and then tell them what you have, and they'll just try and do what they can with it.
Yep. So with that being said, like a dyno tune will give you the most number, because they're gonna make the power right then and there, and your car's gonna put down numbers right there. I can't really tell you how a dyno tune works, or how tunes work, like how they make them with the timing and everything. I'm not really that knowledge on tunes, but I can just tell you what I've already told you is that email tunes, they pretty much have presets like saved, right? Like if someone messages them and says, I want a tune for a V6 Mustang with 373 gears and a cold air intake, they already have that tune saved. So all these aftermarket tune companies that do email tunes, they have their numbers already saved, they have their tunes saved, and they just send you the file of the tune that you want.
Basically, in dyno tunes, you're basically locked into, if you want to call it a street road, because It's not like you're going on curves or anything. So right there, they don't account for drivability. That's talking about the shift points, how aggressive they are. Could also be about the cold starts and the idle. My car, when it turns on, it gets loud and then it gets quiet and then back to loud. Now, email tunes, they test them, they data log themselves.
Email tunes, they already have it saved. They have the perfect like combination saved already. So you're gonna get their cold start that they've put a lot of time into, that they've already data logged. They have all the numbers saved. So that's what you're getting from them. Is all already, it's like a preset already saved, and that's what you're going to be getting from them. So you don't have to be worried. Like MPT, they told me I can data log if I wanted to, but they said it's not really like required because they've spent tons of time data logging themselves to perfect their tunes. There's a Shelby truck. Shelby truck. Hey, I'm trying to look at the Shelby truck. If you have a manual transmission car, it depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for the most power that you can get, I would say Dyno Tune's your best bet, because that's obviously going to give you the most power. But Dyno Tunes do tend to run a little bit more expensive. There's no set price on them because it's all up to the tuner who is tuning your car. They set their prices. But Ivan here got hooked up, huh, dude, with your Dyno Tune price. He pretty much paid for like a Bama tune, but got a Dyno Tune. But if you have a automatic transmission, on the other hand, I would say maybe an email tune's better, because they focus on, like we said earlier, they focus on shifting and how aggressive the car shifts, which me and Ivan have actually done a couple pulls, and we haven't done any digs yet. We did a 50 roll not too long ago, and he got me on the jump because he has more horsepower right off the bat. So his car pulls a lot harder than mine, but I think what helped mine keep up was the shift points. The shifts were so aggressive that it helped me like lurch forward and keep up with him, if that makes any sense at all. But
it does.
And with like a better gear ratio, I think it would be a lot better race, and I don't even know what the outcome would be. So we do plan on racing eventually in the future to see which might be better, email tune or Dyno Tune, which is faster. What do you think, dude?
I don't know, man, because I am tempted to get the MPT tune for the shift points, but
Gen MPT does give good power. Like, it's not
just to test it, because I want to have both my tunes
on
the handheld.
Yeah, you can do that
and test them out at the track, and we'll see what's better.
Oh yeah, true, at the track. Oh my god, it's so loud, dude. So what I can tell you firsthand, experiencing it firsthand from an email tune and a Dyno Tune, being that I've driven both cars, the speed, honestly, they feel similar, right? Yeah. They feel just about the same. The only main difference I would say is the shift points. The MPT tune compared to his Dyno Tune, the shift points are a whole lot more aggressive, because MPT really, that's one of their main selling points of their tunes, is that they make your shifts aggressive for an automatic car. For a manual car, I think Dyno Tunes are gonna be better all around. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this video was a little informational. I hope it helped you out a little bit. We're not really like experienced tuners or anything, but I'm just speaking from experience on what I've seen and experienced with the two cars. So if this video helped you out at all, if you enjoyed it at all, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.